Hello YouTube. Today is Wednesday, December the 7th, 2016, and I'm coming at you with my week 37 video. Pretty sure it's 37, don't quote me on that, but pretty sure. So, wanted to come to you guys to get my video in this week. I've been really bad about getting things done on time. So I am in the kitchen cooking dinner. My son just left to go to a friend's house across the street. My other son's at his friend's house, so I figured what a better time than now. So I am going to talk to you guys while I'm making dinner. So this is going to be a very random, unorganized video, but I'm getting it done. So bear with me. So, okay, my stats. My highest ever recorded weight was in January of this year, January 2016. I was 252 pounds. My surgery day weight was 235 pounds. That was on March 22nd, 2016. I had my surgery at UC, University of Cincinnati, Westchester campus with Dr. Jonathan Thompson. My weight last time I came to you last week was, I believe, 181, maybe 182. I'm thinking 181 though. And my weight this week is 180. So I am down a pound. I am starting to see some movement on the scale, some positive movement or negative movement, however you want to say it. It is moving again, and that is fantastic. Why is the scale moving again? I think it's because of some very basic things that shouldn't be complicated, but I seem to get them wrong all the time. I have been focusing on getting my protein in. I've been focusing on my water, and I've also been focusing on exercise. My exercise, as far as that goes, I exercise all the time. I walk on the treadmill every single day. But what I haven't been doing is pushing myself or finding new ways of exercising. So that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to, when I just do my mile on the treadmill, which isn't a lot, I know, I've been trying to go faster. So I've got to just over 13 minutes yesterday when my normal is 15 minutes plus. So I'm just trying to push myself to go faster when I do my mile. When I do my weights, my strength exercises, I'm trying to go heavier. Just trying to push myself a little bit more, make things a little bit more difficult. So those things all combined, it's starting to work again. I had slacked off pretty bad on my water, so I'm really making some effort in getting my water back. I try to have water with me wherever I go. Still using my water, my flavor enhancers, unless I'm working out, but that's the only way I can get it in, so I'm going to stick with that. So there's that. I'm going to make my dinner while I'm doing this. This isn't necessarily a recipe video, but I'm doing that while I'm talking to you guys, so bear with me. I'm making meatloaf, good old American style meatloaf. So crackers. I'm making a 2-pound meatloaf, so I use a whole pack of saltine crackers. I use 2 eggs, 2 pretty brown eggs. I also have eggs that lay blue eggs, but did I say eggs that lay blue eggs? Is that what I just said? I have chickens that lay brown eggs and chickens that lay blue eggs, but these are just happen to be the brown ones. So 2 eggs, and then I'm using regular old ground beef. Seems like meat around here is getting increasingly more and more expensive. So I used to use ground chuck, but I'm just using regular old ground beef in this. I've just bought the tube kind. I usually buy the pack that you can see in, but these were on sale for $2.99, so I went with these. Budget conscious, frugal, cheap, but not really. Okay, so I put all of this in my fitness pal. I'm trying to get better about tracking all of my food too. I put all of this in my Fitness Pal. I said it was an 8-serving meatloaf, and it came up to 444 calories and 19.5 grams of protein per slice. So that's pretty good. Red meat, I know red meat's not really good for you, but we've had chicken a couple nights in a row, so yeah, I'm okay with having some red meat. My son came home from college. He's taking a break. He finished the semester. Long story short, he basically dropped out of 3 classes midway, didn't tell us. We found out the hard way when we went to pay the bill and realized he was only enrolled in 3 classes instead of the 6 that he was supposed to be enrolled in. So we made him come home. Not going to pay for an education that he's not getting. Meatloaf is his favorite, so I'm not rewarding him for being home or dropping out of school, but it's his first night home, and I want him to know that yes, we're disappointed in what happened, but that we still love him, we still care about him. He went through a really bad breakup with a girlfriend that he'd had for a really long time, and she was there at that school, living in the same dorm. So we know that he went through a really bad heartache. So I figured I would do something nice tonight and make him meatloaf for dinner. So that's what I'm doing here. So look at this yumminess. I have, so I've got my crackers, 2 eggs, 2 pounds of hamburger, half a cup of ketchup, I'm so disorganized today. I'm so sorry. Oh, look at this onion. I just pulled this out of the bag. That's lovely. So you guys are getting a glimpse of what it's really like in my house. How, honestly, disorganized I can really be. So, I am now talking, cooking, and wielding a knife all at the same time. Let's see how this goes. So I'm chopping up half of a white onion to go in here. And then I'll mix it all up, throw it in the pan, and get it in the oven. So what else is going on with me? We had I almost said Halloween. We had a family Christmas party over the weekend. One of my biggest fears of all times with this surgery is being exposed to piles and piles and piles of food. The way this Christmas party works, basically the sons and daughters of grandma, so my mother-in-law and all of her sisters and brothers, they get together every year to put this on, and they cater the meal. So the meal this year was fried chicken and ham, like thick sliced ham cut in quarters. So it starts off with the round slices and they cut it in quarters. So that was the meal that they catered. And how this works with this family is that's the meal part, but then the rest of the family all bring side dishes and desserts, and they assign things to the different families. So our family, my husband and myself, we were assigned a veggie tray. Great. So, simple. And then everybody brings, somebody will bring corn, somebody will bring rolls, somebody will bring a fruit tray, and then whoever wants to make desserts brings desserts. Well, of course, Christmas time, everybody's favorite thing to make is dessert. So there was probably 30 different desserts, and that's usually where my resolve falls apart. I am a huge dessert freak, and I was kind of petrified going into this Christmas thing, knowing that there were going to be all these desserts and stuff there. So I went and knew ahead of time that I was going to try to just stick to the main courses. and then maybe try a bite of this and a bite of that as dessert. And that's pretty much what I did. I didn't have a dessert plate of my own. My husband got dessert and I picked off of his plate, and it actually went really well. I was really proud of myself. Another aspect of this whole Christmas thing that was freaking me out was that this family hadn't seen me since the Christmas party last year. So December of 2015. Well, my surgery was in March of 2016, so that means they haven't seen me post-surgery. Most of them. I think one person in that family has seen me since surgery. So I was kind of hesitant, a little worried if I was going to get questions, the reactions, how that was all going to go. So I got up that morning and I put on a pretty little outfit, and I put my makeup on and I strutted right into that room, not worrying about what anyone was going to say. I figured if somebody asked me pointedly, what have you done to lose the weight? I was going to just tell them. I was going to say I had weight loss surgery. I've done the work. This is what I've accomplished. Take it or leave it. Be happy for me or not. That's the attitude that I took towards it. So I get there and my mother-in-law's there. I hadn't seen my mother-in-law. She lives in Portland, Oregon. I hadn't seen her since, and she came up to me and gave me a hug and said, "You look amazing." So that made me feel really good. And then everybody else started showing up. We got there first because it was my mother-in-law's turn to host the whole thing. So everybody started showing up, and lo and behold, there were probably, I don't know, 60 people there, including children. Not one person said a word. And I'm not really sure how I feel about that. Other than my mother-in-law, of course, she did. But, yeah. So I'm not really sure how I feel about not one person saying a word. I was kind of relieved that I didn't have to approach the subject. It didn't even come up. But at the same time, it was like, damn it, y'all, I've done this work. Look at me. So it was kind of weird that I had that kind of feeling. But it's okay. I didn't have the surgery for people to notice me, look at me, and compliment me. That's not why I had the surgery. I had the surgery more for myself and to get my life back, and I'm doing that. So I'm happy with that. Okay. I'm going to wash my hands real quick so I can get this bad boy. I got it all panned up and ready to go. Throw this in the oven. Give me just a second. Okay, sorry, and I'm not going to edit this video either. You guys are getting it just the way it is. So, hope you enjoy it. Oh, wrong button. What am I doing? Okay, sorry about that. You guys are getting a live, unadulterated version of what my life is really like. Sorry. So yeah, that's how the Christmas party went. Totally okay with that. Totally fine. What else is there to tell you guys? Sorry. Awful. Awful, awful, awful. Well, I really don't have that much, or I guess I don't have as much as I thought to tell you. Goals. I've been thinking about my goals and what I want to achieve. I've been stuck in this 180 range, 181 to like 184 for 3 months now. Now that I'm starting to see some movement and I'm getting my head and my body in gear and really trying to accomplish something, I'm really hoping, I'd like to get down to 175. That's my next goal that I've set for myself. 175 is the highest weight that I ever hit in high school. So if I could get down to my highest that I was in high school, then that would be great. And then from there, I'll take it as it comes. But 175 has kind of been a number that I've had in my head for a while. So that's my next goal. I would really like to accomplish that by the end of the year. Like I said, today's the 7th, so that gives me, what, almost 4 weeks or so to accomplish that. Totally doable if I could just stay on track, mind my P's and Q's, get my protein in, get my water in, up my exercise level, push myself harder, and just do what I know I need to do. I've made terrible excuses all along. I was trying, but not trying as hard as I could. So now my goal is to really try and stay focused 100%. Finding Elizabeth, if you guys haven't watched her, she did a couple videos a little while back about wrapping this shit up. She's been on a very long journey and is close to her goal but hasn't hit it yet. And she is a lot like me. She just wants to wrap it up and be done. Wrap this shit up. Sorry for the language. I know some of you don't like it, but I'm ready to just, by the time I get to my 1 year mark, I don't want to be still working at losing another 40 pounds. I want to be really close to whatever my goal weight is. Don't even know exactly what that is. I want to get to the 140s. So I really want to be done at that point and working on maintaining. So help me stick to that, you guys. Help me. Oh, wow. Well, I think that is all I've got for you guys, unless you want to hang around and watch me peel potatoes for mashed potatoes. They're going to have plain old white potatoes. I am going to have mashed sweet potato to go along with my meatloaf. So, I think that's all I've got. I will talk at you guys later. Hope you have a good week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.